Welcome to the Quiet Bull Universe Weekly Update. Here are the developments that mattered most across the 111 companies that we track this week. Let's start with AI infrastructure. NVIDIA announced partnerships with some of the largest investment firms in the world designed to mobilize more than $500 billion of third-party capital for AI compute infrastructure. Massive number, wouldn't you say? On to Lumentum. Lumentum reported quarterly revenue of roughly $1 billion, up more than 100% year over year, as demand for optical networking used in AI data centers continues to accelerate. As such, the stock surged after earnings. Applied Materials also reported record quarterly revenue of more than $9 billion, driven partly by demand for advanced semiconductor manufacturing. And we're seeing continued strength across memory, networking, electrical equipment, power. Names like Micron, SanDisk, Eaton, Vertiv, and GE Vernova all belong in the larger infrastructure conversation. Eaton, for example, reached a new 52-week high this week. Yay. And so did our friends at TEVA. Moody's also upgraded TEVA to investment grade this week. That's important. And it's another tangible sign of improving financial strength. Space. Rocket Lab reported quarterly revenue of approximately $234 million, up sharply from last year, while backlog climbed to roughly $2.4 billion. That's important because Rocket Lab increasingly looks like much more than a launch company. It's becoming a broader space infrastructure business. AST Space Mobile also remains worth watching as its story continues shifting from building the satellite network toward actually commercializing direct-to-cell service. Biotech. The biggest developments began with last week's earnings, but the market continued processing them this week because the market is efficient. IOVA delivered improving MTAGV revenue and manufacturing execution. NTLA continues moving toward a potential commercial future following its positive phase 3 HALO results. And NVAX continues transitioning toward a much leaner, cleaner partnership and royalty-driven business model. And those three remain firmly on our radar. One negative Nancy. United States Antimony was one of the week's biggest disappointments after reporting weaker results and reducing its revenue outlook. Not a good thing to do in the market, but it is what it is. Finally, one interesting market stat. We confirmed two new 52-week highs, TEVA and Eaton, previously mentioned, and no 52-week lows in our universe. So what's our take? AI infrastructure continues broadening. Space companies are increasingly producing measurable revenue and backlog and commercial success or progress. Words are hard. Biotech is showing signs of renewed momentum, and underneath all of it, we're watching where the evidence strengthens and where it weakens. So that's it. Quiet Bull. Have a good weekend.